Here with South Carolina head coach Shane Beamer. Welcome to SEC Media Days, your third one. You feel like you're a veteran now?
I'm no veteran. I feel I have a better understanding of what to expect. You know, first year I came in here, I knew what a big deal it was, but didn't really know what the day was like. Got a better understanding of what it's like, and great excitement like always, and love being back.
South Carolina is a program that is on the rise. You're taking step by step by step. You're doing. You're trying to take it slowly. Obviously, you have taken it slowly. So when you look at last year's team compared to this year's team, where are the strengths going to be?
Yeah, great question. You know, we've got, obviously, when you return a quarterback, that is a strength. I don't care what level of football you play, coach, high school, college, NFL, you better have a quarterback. And we've got a proven winner in Spencer Rattler. So that'll certainly be a strength for us. We've got a lot of production returning. We've got all of our key specialists returning, punter, kicker, long snapper, kickoff returner, and those, you know, that's a benefit, you know. So that's certainly a strength of this team going into it. Not to mention, to me, it's just the work ethic that this team has shown since January, the hunger that they've shown to improve, and excited to get going with them.
You mentioned Spencer Rattler. We all know what happened against Tennessee and then Clemson and then the bowl game. You made a decision to make a coordinator change. Mm-hmm. What led to that decision, and how has that helped Spencer Rattler take the next step?
Yeah, Spencer's been great. You know, when we were hiring a new offensive coordinator, we hired Dow Loggins. You know, part of that process was hiring an offensive coordinator that, you know, Spencer decided to stay for another season, that he would enjoy working with, as somebody that can make him better. And obviously I had a long-term vision in mind for what I wanted to do with the offensive coordinator position. But certainly in the short term, somebody that could work with Spencer was on my mind. And Dow coming in has been great. Dow Loggins has been great with Spencer. It's been a good transition for those guys. Just really, he played great down the stretch. For a lot of reasons, but I think one was just we did a good job of coaches of just trying to eliminate the clutter in his mind and just let him go play. And that's what we need to do a better job of this year is eliminate the clutter, let him go play, and just be more consistent offensively.
A big part of that was his connection with Juice Wells. Now they're going to be opposing defenses might be keying on that. How do you combat that?
We got other good players around him. Obviously, there's a lot of attention on Juice, and rightfully so. He's a returning all-conference wide receiver and had a fantastic season, and expect him to this year as well. But we've got other good receivers around him. We've got a lot of returning production in Xavier Leggett and Amarian Brown, some key talented freshmen that we've brought in, some talented transfers that we've brought in, not to mention the tight end position. Our tight end position is stronger. It was good last year. It's stronger than it's ever been, in my opinion, with the group that we have in there this year as well. So to be able to, you know, add some tight end transfers to our team along with the returning production at receiver and blend those guys with some true freshmen and the running back position, I'm excited about the people around Spencer.
You struggled to get to the quarterback last year. How does that change?
Good question. We've got to be better. There's no doubt about it. We've got to stop the run better defensively. We've got to generate more pressure on the quarterback, without a doubt, when we get teams into passing situations. You know, we've got some good we lost some great players up front, guys like Zach Pickens, who's playing for the Bears now, but got, again, some good returning production, some good young guys, and it's time for them to step up. We've added a couple guys from the transfer portal up front defensively, and certainly, you know, we've got to continue to find ways to get after the quarterback, but it starts with stopping the run.
The Beamer name is known for special teams, and obviously you have taken that with you to South Carolina. You took that with you as a coach, as an assistant on your journey. With special teams, do players just starters come up to you and beg to play on special teams? How does that work? How do those conversations go?
There's a lot that do, you know, and I get it. Like, you've got to make it fun. You've got to be energetic. Nobody came to the University of South Carolina to necessarily want to be the starting right guard on the punt team, you know, so you've got to make it enjoyable and have fun, and we try and do that, whether it be in the meeting room or on the practice field. But when you have success on special teams like we've had, that just creates momentum where guys want to get on it. So yeah, we've absolutely had players that you know, have asked to do that, and that's the culture you want to create and what we want to be about as a program.
Speaking of fun, you guys have a lot of fun on social media with the videos and everything. How does that process go? And anytime you make a video, what's the lead up? How does that conversation start with you?
It's pretty short and sweet. Justin King, who does a phenomenal job of heading up all of that for us, literally comes to me. He says, I have an idea, and I just say, where and when do you need me? And that's really it. He's brilliant. His team around him is brilliant. They do a great job of just showcasing, you know, us. It's a hardworking, demanding program, don't get me wrong, but we have a lot of fun in our facility as well. And those videos are just an opportunity to have some fun and kind of showcase what we're about. And that's really the really the process of it. There's not a lot of discussion that takes place.
You're in the same division as the two-time defending national champions. We get asked a lot as media folks, who's the biggest contender, biggest threat in the SEC East to Georgia? Sell me on it being South Carolina.
Well, we got a lot of work to do. There's some great teams in the SEC East, and I think you could point to any of those teams and say that they've got a chance to challenge, and whatnot. We're all trying to close the gap with Georgia without a doubt. But, again, when you have a quarterback, it gives you an opportunity. We've got a really good quarterback, and we've got some great, leadership and productive players that are returning. But again, they've set the bar really, really high, and we're trying to close the gap each and every day. And we're doing that with the great people that we have in our program, and like the direction that we're going, but also know that we have a lot of work to do, and we're eager to get started to do that.
Joining us at SEC Media Day, South Carolina quarterback Spencer Rattler. And I feel like, man, you could write a book on several levels. Transfer portal, assimilating to a new team, the quarterback position. It's coming to a close. What does it feel like?
I'm just happy to be in the position I'm in, embracing every opportunity, and just ready to get this season going with my guys.
The last, 2 or 3 games, obviously, was great for you guys. For you personally, did it feel in that moment, Tennessee and Clemson, a little bit like 2020?
I guess you could say, it was that flow state, when you kind of out there just playing.
Yeah.
Just playing, having fun, being a kid again, you know what I mean? But, that joy has never left me. We changed up a few things, limited some personnel groupings, let us play fast and get the ball to our playmakers. It was that simple.
And I think the week before, maybe Tennessee, you guys didn't score a touchdown against Florida.
Was that Florida? Yeah.
What changed?
We had a lot of personnel groupings in that Florida game. A lot of guys were a little confused. Like I said, we just limited some things, not making it easier, but just playing to our strengths and getting the ball in our playmakers. And it was a fun time out there.
I counted on the roster, just real quick, 15 receivers on the spring roster. What's that room like right now? Because I know you lost some guys.
Mm-hmm. Very deep. A lot of talent in that room, vets and young guys. We'll start out with Juice. He came back,
right.
Juice Wells and Xavier Legette, AB. Obviously brought in a great tight end, Trey Knox and Josh Simon, 2 great guys. And then, some young guys, Nick Harbor. I'm sure you know about him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elijah Caldwell, a lot of young talent too. It should be an explosive year in that room.
I don't know if people know this, obviously we do, but your NIL marketing agent is Pat Mahomes' agent. Number one, have you seen the quarterback's documentary on Netflix, and what's your takeaway so far?
Yes, I have watched a few episodes of it. Love the show. Great show. I like how it shows the behind the scenes of, these quarterbacks' lives and what it takes to prepare for games. And, you almost, as a QB, I'm learning stuff watching that. So it's fun to watch, and it's obviously fun to watch the funny sides and the fun sides they do in their lives.
As I said, it's been quite a career for you. Do you ever sit back and in the good time and say, man, I deserve this? This is what I wanted all along, what you're going through right now.
I'm not there yet. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I still got a little ways to go, and I'm not there yet. I'm still working hard every day. Like I said, God has me here for a reason. Got my feet in this spot right here, and I'm grateful, and I'm going to continue to work until I get there.
What's changed about your game or anything being a year older?
I put on some good size. I feel like my body's better than ever right now since last season. I feel strong, feel quick. I feel like I'm ripping the ball better than ever right now. Just these last few weeks of workouts with the guys, I feel very confident in what we're doing as an offense. Obviously, still cleaning up things, as a person on the field, and then, as a group on the field as well. So, I'm excited to get to camp here in 2 weeks and get it on and popping.
You come to South Carolina from, I would say a non-traditional space. You're from Arizona. You're in the Big 12 with Oklahoma, coming to the SEC. What didn't you know then, and what do you know now, and how are you going to lead this program?
Mm-hmm. Well, I wanted to come somewhere where I knew it was the best competition you're going to see every week, closest thing to the NFL, and that's the SEC. You're playing great players each and every week, so you got to be on 100% every time with your effort, your energy, everything. Something I've seen is, it's definitely a very physical league. After being a year, under my belt in this league, the physicality is up there. But I love it. You can't ask for more as a QB. You got to be tough, lead your guys, and we're having a blast.
And you give a shout out to your throwing coach, Gio.
Yes, always shout out to Gio. Much love to him, always.